Judgment Day has officially entered a new era and story, so we'll see the latest there. We'll also check out what's going on with Seth Rollins' group and more. Starting things off with the Judgment Day. After a long climb back up, the Judgment Day were finally #1 contenders for the tag team titles again. Finn Balor and JD McDonagh faced off against the New Day, with the tag team titles on the line. It was a pretty rare heel versus heel matchup, but as the match progressed, Finn Balor and JD worked as the baby faces, which does make sense, because even though both teams are technically heels on paper, fans may view the New Day as being bigger heels because of what they did to Big E after all. So naturally the fans were siding with Finn Balor and JD in this tag team titles match. Is it a full babyface turn for Finn and JD? Most likely not. It looks like it was only a one night only of them being in this babyface position, and we can definitely expect to see them snap back into being full heels going forward. But Finn and JD pull it off. They become the new WWE World Tag Team Champions. A huge win for the Judgment Day to reclaim the tag team titles and bring them back into the group, and also a big individual win for Finn Balor himself. Finn Balor went through a massive losing streak in the first half of 2025. Any type of win was impossible for him to come across. So this was Finn's first real standout win of the entire year so far. In a backstage video uploaded to WWE's social media accounts, Finn says that he got the W for the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community. So Finn gave the IWC that little shout out there as a way of acknowledging all their discussions about him never winning a match all year long and never picking up any wins. That was a moment of Finn shouting out that community, implying that he saw and heard their concerns, but he's back on top as champion again, so all is well there. But we get to the backstage segment where Finn Balor tried to influence Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce about a decision in regards to the women's tag team titles. Finn suggests that Raquel should keep the titles and hand one title over to Roxanne Perez. The general managers approve the idea, but says that Raquel and Roxanne will have to put the titles on the line at Evolution in a fatal four-way match against a team from SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. We then get to the Judgment Day's backstage segment, and Roxanne can be seen putting the tag team title around her waist. Finn's suggestion worked out, and Roxanne was officially one half of the women's tag team champions. Raquel appeared to still be on the ropes about Roxanne's inclusion, saying that Liv Morgan is rehabbing multiple times a week and will be back soon. But Finn says that he had shoulder surgery before, and it takes you out of action for a long time. So Roxanne definitely needs to be one half of the tag team champions until then. Finn then took a vote amongst all the members on if Roxanne Perez should officially become a real member of the Judgment Day. Finn was the only member that casted his vote yes instantly. The other three members all showed some sort of hesitation, but they ultimately said yes. Raquel did not seem extremely happy with Roxanne's addition right now, and just says that she hopes Roxanne holds up her side of the weight. So that moment right there makes it official. Finn's plan that he started several months has officially taken a massive step forward. He brought Roxanne in to replace Liv Morgan and get her angry and jealous, and that has been going smooth so far. Roxanne is now official member of the Judgment Day. She literally took Liv Morgan's title, and Liv is going to be nowhere to be seen for several months. Just a perfect dream scenario for Finn Balor and that whole agenda there. Now that Finn officially has got Roxanne into the group and helped her become one half of the tag team champions, it looks like Finn's next chess move will be try to get Dominik and Roxanne closer together. Now that Roxanne has gained Liv's spot in the group and her championship, the only thing left for her to take from Liv is Dominik Mysterio himself. Once Roxanne gets Dominik to give in, Finn's plan would essentially be complete at that point. So that appears to be the next main part of Finn's plan. But with Liv Morgan out of action for the foreseeable future, and Roxanne stepping into this championship role, it's a brand new era for the Judgment Day. It's been a roller coaster of a ride for the Judgment Day in recent years. Points where they were at their highest, other points where they were at their lowest, and fans just assumed that this group would be disbanded. But just look at them now, well into their third year as a unit, and the group has suddenly reached a new peak. With Roxanne's official addition, all active 5 members of the Judgment Day have championship gold around their waist. So every time fans try counting the Judgment Day out, they enter a new peak, and that's where they're at right now. A massive accomplishment for every single member of the group to be a champion. But knowing how quick things could turn around in the Judgment Day, you can't help but wonder if things will stay this amazing in a honeymoon phase right now, or if those hardships could return real soon. Evolution will be another telling sign right there. That'll be a fatal 4-way tag team match. Statistically, Raquel and Roxanne only have a 25% chance to win that match and retain their titles. So if Roxanne and Raquel walk out of Evolution with their titles, that'll really help set the tone for this new era of the Judgment Day. But if Raquel and Roxanne drop the titles in that first defense, that'll cast this dark cloud over this new era. The tag team titles match will be a very important match to keep an eye on here. So things could be looking up for the group at the moment, and we'll have to continue to see what else Finn has in store for his grand plan. Something exciting appears to be happening for Seth Rollins and his group. For months now, the entire community has been patiently waiting for an interesting direction to start for Seth Rollins, and the time has come. Right before the scheduled main event matchup between Penta and Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman explained to the group that Seth would not be present during the main event of Raw, reason being that Seth Rollins was away perfecting Plan B. Longtime WWE fans know that Seth Rollins has a very long history with the term Plan B. Back in 2014, Seth Rollins himself was the Plan B option for Triple H and the Authority. Triple H was able to convince Seth Rollins to betray the Shield, turn heel, and align with him going forward, which Seth did absolutely comply with. So that right there, that piece of 2014 history could be a hint about what Seth's Plan B could turn out to be in current day. Triple H's version of Plan B all those years ago was to get a tightly bonded babyface to turn heel on his close friends. So if Seth Rollins is now appearing to work on a Plan B of his own, could it involve the exact same thing? Could Seth Rollins try to convert a big babyface to turn on their friends and align himself with his group? Fans are definitely looking at that as a possibility, and you have some solid options for who that Plan B betrayal could be this time around. Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Penta, and Sami Zayn are all perfect candidates for a big 2014 Plan B reenactment. Those four have all become close friends in recent months of fighting off Seth's group. So if any of them pick up a chair and betray each other in order to join Seth, that would be the ultimate Plan B move. Other fans feel like Plan B may not be a big babyface betrayal, but maybe an addition from NXT, such as Ricky Saints and Ethan Page. Their names have been rumored possibilities to join Seth for a few weeks now. So finally, there's something compelling happening here with Seth's group, and a lot of people are interested to see what Seth's Plan B turns out to be. Could you see it being a betrayal or NXT edition? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.